AI projects have this reputation for falling flat, despite all the hype and all the money being poured into them. And that's because managing them is a totally unique challenge, right? You're mixing super deep technical complexity with a whole lot of uncertainty. So in this explainer, we're going to break down a leader's playbook for AI project success, and it's all distilled from expert advice. Okay, so what we're looking at today is basically the grand finale, the distilled wisdom from a huge 15-chapter course. We're skipping right to the good part, Chapter 15, to give you the absolute most critical best practices and recommendations for getting your AI projects right the first time. Let's start with a number that should really make you sit up and listen. 67%. That's how many AI projects get delayed or just plain fail because of one single predictable issue: bad data quality. This isn't some small hiccup, folks. This is the #1 project killer. And it really sets the stage for why having a strategic playbook is absolutely essential. And that huge number, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. It points to a whole set of challenges that just consistently seem to plague AI initiatives. But here's the thing. These aren't random bolts from the blue. They're common, they're well-understood pitfalls that we can, and we absolutely should plan for. All right, let's really dig into this chart. It lays out the top 3 reasons AI projects just stumble and fall. Data quality is the clear winner at 67%. But look at the next 2. Over half fail because nobody's clear on what success even looks like, and almost half fail because stakeholders just aren't involved enough. And here's the real kicker. These are not just tech problems. They are fundamental management and strategy problems. So how do you make sure you don't become just another statistic? Well, you use a strategic playbook. And it all starts with getting the foundation right. These are the things you have to get in place before anyone even thinks about writing a line of code or training a model. Okay, rule number 1, always start with the business value, not just the shiny new tech. What's the problem you're solving and how are you going to measure success? Second, you've got to tackle that 67% problem head on by checking out your data readiness early and really thoroughly. And third, you have to build a team with the right mix of people. Data scientists, sure, but also engineers and, this is crucial, domain experts who actually get the business context. Okay, so once you've got that solid foundation, the focus shifts over to execution. This is where the playbook gets into the nitty-gritty, the how-to, the practices and the disciplines that are going to govern the day-to-day work and keep everything on the rails. You really need 4 things to nail the execution. First, clear governance. Who's actually calling the shots? Everybody needs to know. Second, a real plan for continuous stakeholder engagement to keep everyone on the same page. Third, you must talk about ethics and potential bias upfront and explicitly, not as some afterthought. And finally, this is a big one, you have to design for operations from day 1. You got to think about how this model is going to live and breathe in the real world. Getting one project over the finish line is great, but that's not the real goal, is it? Building a sustainable, long-term capability, that's the real prize. So this final set of practices is all about making sure the value from your AI projects isn't just a one-off, but something that actually grows over time. So how do you build that long-term value? Well, you've got to capture what you learn by documenting your experiments and your decisions. You also need to build some momentum. You do that by starting with smaller, focused pilot projects to prove the value, and then you scale up what works. And this is so important. Invest in your team. AI projects build solutions, yeah, but they should also be building up your organization's skills. All right, so we've gone through the playbook. Now let's bring it full circle, back to where we started, with those common pitfalls. It turns out they're not just random bad luck. They are the direct, totally predictable result of ignoring these fundamental principles. And this slide, this is where it all clicks into place. Look how clearly it connects the problems to the solutions. That massive 67% failure rate from data issues, that's tackled head-on by practice number 2, assess data readiness early. The 52% from unclear goals, solved by practice number 1, start with business value. See? The playbook isn't just a collection of nice ideas, it's a targeted prevention strategy for the things that go wrong most often. Now, using this playbook isn't something you just do once. It's a journey of building up your organization's capability. And a really great way to think about this journey is to think about your organization's AI maturity level. This gives you a kind of roadmap to figure out where you are now and plan for where you need to be. So here you can see the 5 levels of maturity. Most places start at level 1, where everything is kind of chaotic and ad hoc. The goal is to move up towards level 5, where you're constantly optimizing your processes. But the key here is that it's a gradual climb. The point is to make steady, sustainable progress, not to try and make some impossible jump from level 1 to 5 overnight. And this brings us to a really crucial insight. After looking at all the different ways to do this, agile, waterfall, you name it, the ultimate conclusion is that there's no one-size-fits-all solution. No silver bullet. What matters most isn't the specific framework you pick. It's all about how thoughtfully you adapt its principles to the unique challenges of AI and to your own company's context. Okay, so what can you actually do with all this? This slide lays out some clear, actionable next steps for you. Start by figuring out where you are on that maturity scale. Use a framework to pick your next project, pilot an approach, and, this is maybe the most important part, iterate and refine based on what you learn. And then build communities to share those lessons. That's how you turn one project's success into a true organizational superpower. And really, it all comes down to this final question you should be asking yourself. What separates the successes from the expensive failures? Is proactive, strategic management. The playbook is right here. The only choice left is whether you're going to use it to lead or learn the hard way from some very costly mistakes.